Perfect. All right. We're in the studio. It's got to feel pretty good. Just in time. Look at it. It's Joshua Door. Nobody's on yet, so that's great.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have an absolutely
This is what I mean.
perfect Minnesota fall day, and what a perfect day for soccer here at White Bear Stadium. Ladies and
Welcome
gentlemen,
inside the
sit
booth.
back,
I'm Zach Chapman along with Josh
say
Dorr, who
those three
just made
famous
it.
words with me.
Wow, good job,
Let's
Josh, coming all the
play
way from
soccer!
Cabela's, stuck in traffic. He knows how valuable this game is. As the boys soccer team will take on the Roseville Raiders. Here's they look to insert dominance, and is Josh meshing with the camera, so that's looks like a good view for everyone. Tonight it looks like we have some more Manitou FC kids running around. Tegan Geese once again out, and this time Andrew Zhang not suited up either. He's just in some nice formal clothing.
It looks like Andrew Young is actually hurt as I was walking by him out there.
Go Pine City!
Yeah, he but nowhere to be found to start. As it looks like we will have the Bears start with the ball. It looks like Roseville will start second half possession. Snowball up top for White Bear Lake. So, Josh, here we go. Second to last soccer broadcast of the season already. We got one more against Forest Lake as Dufresne joins Snowball up top. Ref says we are good to go, and there it is. We are once again underway from White Bear Lake Stadium as the Bears take on the Raiders of Roseville as ball once again within the first 10 seconds finds its way to the track and out of play. Roseville quickly looks to move it up here as O'Brien disrupts the play. Dufresne will play it over. Back to Trico. Trico looking wide as he finds Rogers. Takes a touch to Dufresne. Back to Drost. Drost quickly turns, but he's pressured on by Paulin, and out of bounds the ball goes. Ball quickly played in here for Roseville. Dufresne and Drost battling alongside Belo Zlota.
And it is a pretty warm one here in the stadium today for an early fall game. It's about 80 degrees out there.
Yes, indeed. As Peshman now looks to win the ball back. A small little triangle formed along the left-hand side for the Raiders. Ball finds its way now to the outside to Lajewski before being played out here by Bela Zlota. So both teams, no fast pace, especially, I would assume, weather. You know, you want to conserve the energy that you have as Trico looked to boot it up, but it's deflected off of Paulin. Dufresne looking for Peshman. Peshman can't get a clean touch on it. Ball rolls under his feet, and now the Roseville Raiders look to break the other way. Dufresne, though, at their own 45 challenges, breaks up the counter from Roseville, and now Roseville just played back to the back line. And up the ball goes down the line, and Mosier will just watch it roll out of bounds for a White Bear Lake throw-in. O'Brien boots it up the left-hand side into the area of Peshman and Snowball. Wallach with a little chip pass over to Dufresne, who plays it out wide to Drost. Drost doesn't like his first option, finds Dufresne. Dufresne now working in the midfield, finds Simniak. Rolls the ball down to Rogers. Rogers finds Snowball on the outside. Snowball looking to make a run. He gets past his defender. He's still on the ball. Makes a turn around. No offsides, as it looked like the goalie had thought it was, and so the end result finally is the ball goes out of play as nothing too dangerous happened, but Snowball getting past Belo Zlota early.
And for all the fans out there, maybe today especially watch Ryan in the midfield. He's just a very calm midfielder. Doesn't really panic on the ball, which is always something you want to see.
Ball played up there by the senior keeper as Trinkle wins the ball back. Looks for Snowball, but well covered. Roseville moving up the field now. Simniak trying to challenge it. Does so successfully. Trinkle will now let that ball roll all the way back to Hunter. Battle in the midfield for the ball. Mosier now somewhat winning it before being taken away. Ball played back for the Raiders, but Mosier will just play it out of play. So Roseville with the throw in. They'll quickly toss it in. Little footwork there from Dufresne trying to win the ball, but officially can't do so. A shot here just wide of the net, and that was, I can't tell who that was. On the far side, it might have been Kai Maker for Roseville, one of the senior captains for the Raiders, but nonetheless, a great look. Outside the 18, takes a strike at it, and he just misses goal.
And definitely not as high of a paced game as the Stillwater game that we covered last week. But like we said, probably has to do with the weather. It's pretty warm out here today.
Indeed it is, as Wallach battles for the ball, along with Peshman and Mosier. Raiders still with the ball, though. They look to cross in the box. Can't do so off of the foot of Mosier. And out of play, the ball will go.
And we definitely have two very vocal coaches out there. Any White Bear fan knows Jenny likes to be heard. Looks like we got three coaches on the other bench that are just as vocal tonight. So that's going to be interesting to watch.
And August Smith with a missed kick, looking to send it down. Instead, he just skyrockets the ball. Still inside the 20 before finally being batted out. Wallach now shielding the ball before being taken off of by Carter Mene. And ball taken away from Mosier. Raiders moving up alongside. They find somebody in the middle. He moves to the outside. Nobody's there for the Raiders as ball will head out of bounds off of the foot of O'Brien for the first corner of the game.
And Connor has to be a little bit faster. He just got kind of got the ball stuck underneath him there. Trying to make a move.
Well, it looks like the Raiders are have some loon traditions going. I don't know what this is, but they've got scarves that they are waving up. Shot in, but quickly shielded there by Hunter. And so the Bears will look to flip the field. Hunter waiting patiently before punting it up the field towards Snowball.
And I think the Roseville parents think it's cold here because half of them have their jackets on and have scarves. So.
Yeah, as Dufresne looking to the outside for Rogers. Rogers with a good turn, but the ball goes way too far. A little hard of a touch for Rogers, and so Dylan Caravu is able to recover for the Raiders as the ball finds Wallach's feet now. He'll play it to the far side to Peshman. Peshman makes his man miss, and he's still on the ball. Ball now to Snowball. Makes a great turn, but great recovery as well from Roseville. They look to turn. They race up inside some space in the midfield, but they decide to play the long ball instead. Trinkle will easily gather it. Ball played out wide. Roseville shot blocked by Mosier, and so a throw in for the Raiders.
And it definitely looks like early the Roseville players want to take those shots from distance. They're definitely going to open up their passing outlets if they ever want to play into the box.
Ball still waiting to be thrown until now. And it doesn't stay in play for long as Mosier will once again send it out. Roseville crosses it towards the middle. On it is Elliot Kramer. He gives it to Bellows Lota before ball now being switched as both Rogers and Snowball connecting. Snowball, though, can't get it out from his feet. Pressure from the Raiders, but Snowball wins the battle. Plays it up to Peschman with his left boot. Peschman racing along the sideline. It's blocked, though, by Otis. And played out there by the Raiders as Peschman looking to move down the sideline and maybe cross it into Rogers.
And it looks like Peschman lost his shoe on that play.
Indeed he did. So he will have to put that on here. Get it completely retied. As you can see, that nice bright orange sock.
Yeah, he may need to invest in some Pog Boom shoes without the shoelaces that just slip on.
Rogers wins the ball for the Bears. Shot here from Snowball. Not enough pace, though, and August Smith will make an easy save for Roseville. He'll punt it up towards Simiak's direction. Ball played along. Gets through the legs of Trico, but Drost able to recover. He'll boot it up to Snowball, who looked to turn, but quickly and well read by Otis.
And Snowball is honestly the first line of defense for the Bears. Every time he loses it, he always is the first one to try to win that ball back, which is something you always want to see out of your attacking players.
Smith now on the ball once again. He'll boot it up. Both Drost and Dufresne in the area. Drost wins the battle. Looks to play it up to Rogers. He's in a foot race with Caribou. Caribou able to recover, but a corner kick coming for White Bear Lake. Snowball, the designated man, at least on the far, or on the near right side. 4 men at the near post, 4 men on the far post. They look to shift gears. Snowball plays it in with the left foot. It misses everybody. I think Peschman was the closest one that could have made contact. O'Brien chases it down, tries to keep it in play, but the line judge says it is out. And so a goal kick coming for the Raiders as nothing.
And the Raiders got lucky in that because Peschman was wide open in the middle. He just didn't go for the ball.
Yeah, White Bear Lake, maybe a missed opportunity there as they will look to recover and get the ball back. Snowball putting some pressure on as Roseville now sends it up the field off the shoulder of Simniak.
You know, and as a shorter player myself, sometimes in that box you don't expect the ball to head. And there's players in there that have a foot on you at least.
Interesting to see. A Hunter will just guide the ball into his 18 so he can pick it up. And he'll just punt it down. Bellows, Lota, Drost, Rogers, and Kramer all battling for it. Trico now winds up from it. A hard pass to Drost. Drost wasn't exactly in the right position, and ball goes out of play. Wajewski sent it in, looking for Belazzato. But it's played out as Trico had one possession, but good pressure from Bellows Lota to keep pressure on against the Bears. Deep throw into the box. It's got some type of body. I couldn't tell if it was a Roseville or a White Bear Lake player that it ended up hitting, but either way, ball was just wide of the net this time too, so Roseville had an opportunity. Goal kick now for the Bears.
Good step by Connor. Oh.
Wallach plays it up. He was looking for Peschman and Snowball, but recovered by Caribou. Plays it back to Smith. Smith boots it up, looking for his captain and Maker. Twisting and turning, Penn Cook plays it back. Ball play up from Ali. Paulin now battling with Simnick and Dufresne, and a foul against the Bears and a free kick coming. Paulin will be the one to take it for Roseville. He'll send it over the two-man wall, or it's going to go under. Goes all the way to goal, but Hunter sees it through.
That was a weird sequence. It looked like the only thing that was going to happen, there was a shot on net. They really even didn't have any players up to get a rebound. That's kind of weird.
Ball in the air, Snowball can't get ahead on it. All he does, as both teams volleying it back and forth with their heads, until Wallach finally brings it down, but Roseville with possession. Ball in the air. Pan Cook now controls for the Raiders. He'll play it softly over to Kramer. Kramer looking to make some men miss. Can't do so. Dufresne covering well. And now Snowball gets fouled from behind as Kramer tried to take it away from him. Cannot do so. And so Trinkle will take a free kick.
And Snowball kind of got lucky there. He kind of got stuck with the ball underneath his feet again. And Roseville just kind of bailed him out by a silly fall there in the middle.
Booted up the field by Trinkle. Immediately finds the head of Lajewski. Snowball working in the corner. Kramer with some pressure. Snowball. It is going to be out of bounds on Roseville. I thought it might have been off of Snowball, but they will say a throw in for White Bear Lake. Drost.
How dare you disrespect Snowball like that, Zach?
My bad. Well, Snowball anyway, he gets his head on it. Same with Rogers. They look to play it closer inside the box. Couldn't do so as the ball now sails all the way down to Trinkle. Dufresne will send it back to O'Brien. O'Brien now to play it back up. He's got Mosier on the far left side. He's got some space. He'll make a quick run with it. Still on the ball is Mosier. Mosier looking in the middle. He's still on the ball. No foul. Yes, there is a foul.
That was a great run by Connor from that wing back position for the Bears.
Able to move up and down the field. Mosier had space. He uses his space, and one of the best runs we've seen all year from Connor Mosier as he now gets a dangerous free kick. It looks like Drost will be the one to take it.
Watch Peshman bend his top left, hopefully.
Great shot on target, but a great save from Smith. Now is headed to that far top right corner. And a great save as he gets his fists on it, out, up and over the bar, out of play. So now Wallach will take the corner for White Bear Lake.
And Peshman kind of seems to be playing more of a defensive role than he normally does for the team tonight.
Ball in play, I think it got a little bit of Dufresne. Wallach now chases the ball down before giving it up to Caribou. Ball headed back and forth before finally landing on Drost's feet, but taken away by Bellows Lota. He'll play it parallel, but finds the feet of Wallach instead, who plays it back to Mosier. Mosier looking to make his man miss, and Kramer, he does so. Gets it to Dufresne, a little hard touch. He's pressured on by Maker, and ball will have to be played all the way down to O'Brien.
And I think in that situation, Connor just needs to tell Ryan just to leave that ball, because right behind him is Gavin waiting on the wings all by himself.
Trinkle now will boot it into the direction of Peshman. He can't get a touch. Ollie pressured him well. And now it looks like a foul is against White Bear Lake. Close to midfield, and a free kick here for Caribou. Caribou sends it looking for Kramer, but off the head of Dufresne it goes, but it doesn't find another body. Goes out of bounds. I couldn't tell. I think it's going to be, yeah, it will be a throw in. It wasn't deep enough to be, not deep enough to be a corner kick, so looks like a deep throw in. Here's the run up. Toss is in the box. Dufresne, the first one to get his head on it. Snowball kicks it out even farther, but Kramer on it. He'll take a shot, but couldn't get any curl on it as the ball will head straight wide of Hunter.
It looks like White Bear got to touch that because it's going to be a corner kick.
So corner being taken here by Diego Paulin.
And Roseville is very mindset on taking those long shots outside of the box, which is always nice to see from a high school team. Sometimes the biggest reason they don't get any goals is because they just don't take those shots.
Ball didn't find any Roseville bodies. Instead, Snowball working up the field now. He's twisting and turning, weaving through traffic. Wallach taking off the ball, but it's a clean slide tackle. He'll win the ball back, though, and he'll play it up to Peshaman, but this one is behind him and far, too far out of bounds. It goes, so Ollie will throw it in for the Raiders, and ball will go back to the back line as they will switch it all the way back to Smith. Bancook now on the ball. He's contested by Drost. Drost plays it back to Trico, who will just one-time swing. Looking for maybe Rogers down the field to run, but this one curls out of bounds. Thrown in here. And a tough spot there. Maybe low abdomen or in the no-no box. Pancook, he got hit right where you don't want to get hit. And so he will need a sub as we now go back to Ollie. Ball played up there.
Great ball, and Gavin is in on goal.
Rogers being contested and greatly. Lajewski saving a potential shot. Rogers was breaking in and closing in on Smith, but Lajewski stride for stride with him. And eventually will get a deflection in time to save anything.
And Gavin's first touch kind of just let him down there. Anytime Gavin gets that first touch underneath and gets the ball rolling the way he wants to, Gavin is always going to outrun that other player. Okay, always. 99.999% of the time.
Mosier once again on the far side from pass from O'Brien. Mosier continuing his run up. He's just doing a little stutter step kind of movement before now being fouled.
I think Connor probably learned that from Tommy Coyne a couple years ago.
Yeah, doing the nice Tommy Coyne shout out to former guy that we used to love. Just kidding, still do. No longer with the program, obviously. Graduated a couple years ago. O'Brien to take the free kick for White Bear Lake on Roseville's 45. He'll send it in. It's low. Skims the head of Simniak and booted out there by Pancook as he looks to make a run up the field.
And Roseville missed a very good opportunity there.
Being chased down and booted by Otis. It's a super high skyrocketed ball before finally being brought down by Mene. Simnick now plays it to Peshman after taking control for White Bear Lake. And now Mosier, plenty of time to make a decision. He looks for Dufresne, but the ball now headed away by Roseville. And Peshman had an opportunity as he got a ball from Trikel, but sails out of bounds on him. So some subs coming in for the Raiders. Isaac coming in. And then for the Bears, Anderson, Camarese, and Watson coming in, or Kyrie's. And Watson all coming in for White Bear Lake. Still scoreless here, just 16 and a half minutes to go here. First half action as Wallach plays it up. He's got Anderson here early. First touches from Anderson and a beautiful save from Smith. Ball played out of bounds from the Raiders, but just seconds into his opening act here at this 5 o'clock game against Roseville, Caleb Anderson with a dangerous opportunity for White Bear Lake, and Smith a beautiful save. And Roseville able to clear, but Mosier will throw it in here for White Bear Lake. Sails over the head of Dufresne, it looks like. His ball played down to Treichel. Isaac now on the ball. Played up to his captain in Paulin. Before O'Brien finds it. Boots it down as he looks for Kyrie's. Carries to Wallach, to Anderson, and offsides they will whistle as Anderson just a little far, timing of the run a little off, and so free kick for Roseville. So Josh, being that this game is scoreless, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, I don't know what's going on here. Looks like number 74 is probably bleeding, maybe. Maybe he bit his lip. 24. Looks like he may have just bit his lip there.
That is Dylan Caribou. He'll have to come off, so Carter Mane will come back on for the Bears. For the Raiders.
And he's a big part of that defense. You can tell because the coach is kind of freaking out on the sideline, telling him to hurry up and take care of his issue.
Ball played back to Hunter before sending it up towards midfield. Mene now on it before Kyrie's battles with him.
And if you're White Bear Lake, you need to take advantage of this time. It's just their probably lead center back is out of the game right now.
Mene fouled by Watson, so a free kick just inside of midfield for Roseville.
Oh, poor ball. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Yeah,
I do not know. I think someone was using their brain too much in school today.
That is very confusing. Yeah, that is a very, very soft kick. However, Roseville does have a throw in, and as ball finds Rogers, seems how it always goes. Somebody has possession, and within a few seconds, it's in the feed or on the feet of somebody else. Rogers moves up the sideline. He'll cross it in. It's a great cross, and Wallach couldn't find his foot. Maybe misread the ball as it looked like he tried to play the touch from behind. Wallach now on the ball. He looks to play it out wide to Anderson. Anderson plays it in, finds Rogers. Rogers on the ball.
Oh.
Chaos within the box.
It was just sitting there on a platter for White Bear Lake.
Roseville player down now, Anderson on it. That's Carter Mane, who just came in to replace Dylan Caribou, who's having issues with possible blood as ball finally goes out of bounds. We'll see if Mane stays in. Looks like he's just going to try to shake it off. Mosier looks like he'll look to throw it into the box. Finds carries. And now a high boot or a ball off the face. Wallach. Wallach looked like he took a shot to the face. As he quickly pours some water on it. Looks like he's fine. Talking with the ref maybe about a possible foul they missed, but
so according to high school football, he needs to leave the field for contact to the head. Joe does not look happy about that.
Yeah, so he'll have to be out till the next dead ball.
Entering the match for White Bear Lake, number 15, Charlie Olson.
Yeah, so Charlie Olson will come on for White Bear Lake. Mane finally will come off. Caribou's good to go now, so
I think he got lucked out. I don't think the trainer ever cleared him to go back out on the field just because he had to go help Joe instead.
So play now, we get ready to resume. Roseville next dead ball, and White Bear Lake will make it both a couple substitutions. Thompson will come out for White Bear Lake. As Ollie now on the ball, Kyrie takes it away from him though. Ball onto the Olsen's feet, and a foul here looks like against Lajewski, and so White Bear Lake will have a free kick.
And I don't think some of the parents know what the rules are. When a ball hits the ref, it's actually supposed to stop right away. I don't even know what the ref was waiting for.
Yeah, so that's what it was. So Kyrie now takes it, plays it over to Olsen. A little flick from Olsen. Hands right to Caribou. Caribou, though, can't find the ball, and so Olsen does. Watson now plays it over to McKinney. Dross down the line to Olsen. Back and forth we go. Olsen, a little move. Somewhat works, and finally works. Ollie heads it out as the ball was crossed in. Paulin now looking to make a run. He's got 3 orange shirts around him, and he just boots it up and out of play. Substitutions here as Dross comes out for Thompson. And Caleb Klepner will come on for Roseville. Ball thrown in here for the Bears. As they're playing it back and forth on the left-hand side. Mosier now will throw it in as the ball traveled out of bounds. Anderson now looking to make a run. He makes a couple headers, do some damage to the defense. And Kyrie, he had Olsen wide to his right with nobody on him. Instead, Pancook will come the other way, gives it out to the left-hand side. McKinney wins it for the Bears. Olsen and carries were connecting. Olsen now making a run. Can't get anything clear in the box. Lajewski was there battling with him. Both of them muscling each other off the ball. It's going to be off of Roseville. And so a throw in coming for the Bears. Ball played out. Trico's there, but Isaac will boot it up, but nobody was there as Paulin had collapsed, trying to help out, trying to contest Trico. So Bears will get an opportunity, but there was maybe potential for the Raiders. Watson looks to play it up, can't do so. Thompson brings it down. McKinney couldn't get a clean touch on the ball, so instead, Mene will come the other way. He's got Isaac and Pancook racing with him before Thompson also races back to recover. This one, though, is going to head out along the baseline, and a corner coming for the Raiders.
Corner kick, Roseville.
So far in this contest, not a whole lot of pressure or speed. It's just kind of been a very relaxed game. Ball sent in, can't find any foot. Being chased out by Klepner, but he couldn't stop that speed as the ball was played in with some pace. And so a throw in for the Bears. Mosier will throw it in once again. McKinney checking in, but Mosier will turn around and decide to play it back to O'Brien. O'Brien looking for Anderson. Anderson just not enough height over Ali.
Olsen should look to get wide right when White Bear wins that ball back. He's got acres of space on this right side if White Bear ever wins this ball back.
Trico battling with Isaac, muscled down, no call from the ref. Roseville maybe putting some heavy pressure on now. His ball out wide for Kyrie's. Ball played in and quickly played out. Is Kramer looking to do so? Roseville putting some more pressure on the Bears. As White Bear Lake, they had some opportunities early, but I mean the game has gone very slow.
Oh yeah, we gotta fall asleep here.
Yeah, it definitely has not been as exciting as previous games, especially last game against Stillwater.
Yeah, anything's really gonna be boring compared to that Stillwater game. I think has the stadium was up on their feet most of the game.
Ball played in as they look for Anderson, but can't find him. And out of bounds it goes. It just seems like everybody's tired out there. Nobody really making super big runs or anything. Saw a couple from Peshman earlier, one from Anderson, stuff like that. But I mean, it's been slow to say the least.
Great step by White Bear though in the midfield. Oh.
Majewski winning the ball and playing up the sideline, making a run. Trico now has to recover. Majewski got past Olsen and another White Bear Lake players.
Oh, weak foul by the ref in the middle.
So a free kick, it looks like, for Roseville. Yeah, it looks like it was when Olsen was challenging Majewski.
Yeah.
They'll call that, even though that play kind of went on for a little bit longer than the foul occurred. Kerman will play it on the ground to Kramer. Kramer, heavy touch, and Kyrie's will take him off of it, but there's going to be a foul. And I believe that's going to be Kramer who picks the foul up. So free kick coming. It looks like Simniak. Nope. Trico will be the one to take it.
Just a couple of wimpy falls in the middle. I think both teams are just kind of tired out there right now. They're just sluggish and not making quick decisions out there right now.
Everybody set up in the box for the Bears. Only a handful of players not, as the ball goes to McKinney. McKinney will play it out wide looking for carries. Carries isn't able to get anything on it though. Simniak will take a one-time touch. It's a little sloppy out to Mosier. Mosier has to recover as he's being pressured on. He does get around his defender though.
Great turn by Connor.
Nicely done there by Mosier.
He's got to release the ball a little bit quicker for Connor. You beat your guy, it doesn't mean you need to dribble through the rest of the team. Just try to find your guy after you beat yours.
Simniak now on the ball before playing it right to three white shirts. Thompson now on it, or he'll let it go, and then maybe a little shove from behind from Pancook, but nothing called from the referee. Olsen lets it go, but Thompson there. As Pfizer lets it go out of bounds, he'll once again look to throw it in for Roseville. McKinney reads the pass well, heads it off of him. Kyrie's and Anderson clicking now.
Great first touch.
Anderson moves, he got Olsen in the box. Olsen, it can't get by the goalie, a little chip there. Ball can't get to Anderson, and Kyrie's missed opportunity for the Bears. And now a deep shot here, but it's on the ground. Mosier looking to take something.
That's probably the best player from White Bear tonight.
White Bear Lake
Definitely
had a
coming alive
chance.
as they
Smith,
play the ball in
great
quick.
positioning, blocking Olsen. And Carries couldn't find Anderson, who would have had the easy goal.
And definitely a little bit more pep in White Bear's step as we're coming down to the end of the first half.
Ball played in here, and that was kind of weird. Kind of trapped it along his leg, was carries. Shoved down, no foul given. McKinney and Anderson now battle for the ball on the long far hand side. Before now, Caravu boots it up, but finds the head of Simniak.
Oh,
But
come on.
looks like an off the ball foul once again for White Bear Lake, and so another free kick for Roseville. Ball played up by Smith. Finds the head of Trico. Watson can't get any foot on it. He does end up with the ball, though, and sends it up, but way too far. Olsen not really ready to make that run.
There's just kind of a disconnect. There's no one there. Do we see that ball just kind of kicked it forward?
Olsen turned around and
Yeah.
communicated with
Yeah,
Watson.
Olsen kind of just looked back at him and was like, hey, I'm right here. I'm 5 feet away. Why did you just kick it 30 yards on the field?
So Pancook back in the game for the Raiders, and Thor also in. Watson a couple header attempts before Kramer and Carries will battle with it. McKinney now with the ball. McKinney plays it out wide to Simnek. Anderson to McKinney again, and McKinney looking to move the ball to the left-hand side. Couldn't do so. Shot wind up here from Watson over the bar. Oh boy, a shot and a missed opportunity. Watson looking for a long distance goal for the Bears as they are taking shots at the net, and they are testing Smith at the later stages of the first half. O'Brien sends the goal kick all the way back to Olsen, but he's taken off the ball. Anderson now moving inside the 18, finds Carries. Carries looking to turn, put it on his right foot, can't do so. Caravu will play it up. He's got Mane. And man down for the Bears. I believe that's Simniak. He's slow to get up. He took a shot from Mane. Free kick for the Bears here as there's 35 seconds to go here in the opening half. Maybe one more opportunity for White Bear Lake. Trico to play it in. This one's very high. And out of bounds it goes as O'Brien tried to keep it in, but they will say he was out of bounds. 10 seconds to go. We'll see if Roseville, they do not look to rush as the first half looks like it'll come to a close here. As Smith will boot it up to Simniak, and there goes the opening half of play as the Raiders and Bears remain scoreless after 40 minutes of play. Few chances for the Bears and a couple for Roseville. Either nicely saved from the keepers or too far for the net, as now we find ourselves awaiting the second half of play. Josh and I will be back before the second half starts to go over analysis, maybe strategic difference. But as for now, we will step aside here as we await second half action. Stay tuned in the Horn. Welcome back inside the press box. I still can't say studio, otherwise Josh will get mad at me.
Because it's not a studio.
Oh, there it is.
It's not a studio.
This is a mobile studio.
Kirk agrees with me on the on my left, so I don't know, Josh. Man, you're pushing the wrong buttons early. Anyway, scoreless half. Josh, take us through it.
Boring. What else is there to say? It's just both teams are kind of sluggish out there. I don't know. They're watching movies all day at school, or it's just both teams are slow. I know it's a little hot out here. It's just nothing's really gone for either side.
Yeah, it's hopefully something picks up within this second half. This is another doubleheader, second to last soccer game of the season. We have one more against Forest Lake sometime in the near future. I can't remember what the exact date is, but hopefully we have a goal.
Hopefully. It's just, so far, White Bears probably had a couple chances. They're looking a little bit better out there, but don't take away from Roseville. They've had a couple long opportunities, too. It's been slow. It's just, throw-ins have been slow. Free kicks have been slow. Gameplay's been slow. It's just a slow game.
Yeah. Josh hasn't been fond of the ref and his calls so far. Thinks they're soft.
It's just, normally I always have an issue with the reffing, but tonight it's just making it even worse. It's just slowing the game down even more. So it's just, hopefully something starts picking up here. Hopefully we see some goals. Hopefully White Bear Lake goals.
Yeah, I mean, I think worst case scenario would be White Bear Lake doesn't score. We had the sluggish first half. Maybe they stay sluggish. Roseville picks up. They end up winning this game, take some points away from home. That's worst case scenario. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think it will.
Really,
but
at this point, I'm going to guess it's just one of those lucky goals that's going to put one of these teams on top, because really there's not a lot to separate the two teams.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the very opposite of the Stillwater game.
Oh, it's completely opposite of the Stillwater game. Stillwater game is probably the best game for a while in White Bear. Energy-wise, it was just up there the whole time. White Bear started strong. They were high pressing, and just the high press is not really there for White Bear tonight. Something that they normally do. And again, I don't know if it's because of the weather. It's something that they had for lunch at school. It's Tuesday, so it was Taco Tuesday, so you should be pretty hyped for that.
Well, second half action is underway. Ball played back to Caribou. Caribou will sling it on over as he finds Pfizer. Pfizer finds Bella Zlota. Snowball takes it off, though. Ball back to Caribou, who plays it out wide. He's got Otis. Otis sends it up, but out of bounds, looking for Pan Cook. So Mosier, now on the near right-hand side, will toss it in. Good turn there from Maker. Pressured from Peshman. Finds Pan Cook and taking off the ball and out of bounds.
And I think that is a couple of the highlights for today's game. Peshman has really been the only person that's been active on the field for White Bear besides Connor Mosier, who has been excellent on defense once again, once he stepped into that role halfway through the season. But Peshman's really the only one that seems to want to run out there.
Yeah, Peshman, he always looks like he's having fun just sprinting down the field. As speaking of him, he's got the ball right now, had it under his feet, makes a good move though along Otis, but Smith able to recover for the Raiders as he will hold it and calmly let his team up, and maybe a little injury there as it looks like Muhammad Ali. That's correct, Muhammad Ali for the Roseville Raiders.
No way.
Holding his arm, but it looks like he'll be
Really?
fine. Yeah.
Wow.
Ball up to Rogers. Rogers, ball.
Oh,
he
there's the goal,
chips the
finally.
goalie. That is a White Bear Lake goal. As we were talking about Muhammad Ali, speaking of one of the White Bear greats for this year, it's Gavin Rogers who gets the ball and does what he does, uses his speed and ships the goalie. Beautiful play for White Bear Lake.
The fans are kind of into it now. It's still seems slow, but Looks like things are about to
Bears
change.
goal scored by number 9, Gavin
Got to love it. Here we go. The scoring is in. Maybe the intensity picks up as Thor now on it. He plays it back to Otis. Otis finds Ali out wide. Ali looking up the field. We'll just play it on the ground to Thor. Thor can't turn.
Oh, sorry?
Maker with the ball. Plays it out wide to Pfizer. Pfizer.
Cameron's a little bit faster than the ball tonight.
Nice. That's what I have to say about that is Ali back on it, but Peshman takes him off it, looks to get around Ali, can't do so, but big touch from Ali, goes out of bounds, so Mosier throws it to the middle, finds Dufresne, nobody really on him, but Maker was able to catch up. And Dufresne, I guess, will have a foul called on him as
free kick roll.
Maker will not be the one to take it. It will be Caribou. Right at midfield. About as midfield as that ball can be. On the right-hand side, it looks like everybody pushed up into that box. He'll send it in just outside. Ball gets through, though. Drost with the little header. Both teams battling for the ball. Trying to make some tackles is now Roseville with possession. A run
Release that
towards the
ball.
middle here in a shot, but it's low. Trico will release. As Paul in with a good run. Good shot, but not a great shot as Snowball plays it out wide. He's got Rogers. Rogers, the
And
far-hand
look out,
side.
Roseville. Gavin is definitely in this game now.
Played in, but nothing there. One-time shot. Right idea.
Joe's going to hit one of those this year, and we're going to go crazy. He's been trying that all year, those one-time shots, those long shots, and one of them's going to go for him. Just a matter of time.
And the goal kick goes right to the bench. So Mosier will pick it up and play it down the line. Beshamin, but Otis is up, but it's poorly taken.
Oh,
And Wallach with
Ugh.
a poor decision. I think he thought Peshaman was along the borderline, but was not. So throw in for
I think
Roseville.
for Roseville to keep in mind, it seems like all their chances came on really long shots for on the Bears, and Bears definitely have the sun.
Still some sunlight. We're not too late into this evening. Just past 6. Otis with the ball in the corner. Boots it up. And we'll find Trico, who touched it. But he had enough space and time to regather himself as Wallach turns around, pressured on by Thor, who continues to race with Simniak. Peshaman plays it into the middle, but it's right to Maker, who plays it up. Simniak
Oh,
thrown down by Thor. No, that will be Paulin. And I thought for a second we might see a card, but
yeah, there better not be.
no card unless he
If
keeps
Kevin
talking.
O'Brien
maybe.
didn't get a red card today in the PSG game, that is not worth a card.
Yeah, that was a pretty dirty tackle, to say the least. Ball sent in, but couldn't find a White Bear Lake head. It's out wide. Roseville now
Come on,
looking to
Snowball.
clear, but Snowball
Yes,
there
Snowball.
to pick the ball up. He's dribbling along the left-hand side. He's getting the ball
Hey.
caught in his feet, though. Taken off of it. When Wallach is able to send it back in and high. Dufresne and Rogers were there. Dross now will send it in, looking for Wallach, but headed out by Maker. Now Paulin moves up. He's looking for Kramer. Mosier shielding Kramer off the ball. Or excuse me, that is Joshua Pancook instead. As Wallach gets the ball from Mosier, who looks to find Snowball, but
And Snowball has just been having good turns all night. That wasn't one of his best, but I think that's probably the leading reason why Snowball starts these games now with Gavin up top. He has those simple turns. He can pass off the ball when he needs to. He just makes those right decisions. Something that you always want your forward to be doing, especially when you have your speedy wingers as they do in White Bear Lake.
Holly looking for Kramer, but instead finds Rogers in Peshaman. He uses his speed to get to the ball first, beats Ali. Sends it to the middle and a 1-2 play from Snowball.
1-2.
There's time for Peshman,
Oh.
but great recovery from Otis. It does result in a corner kick for the Bears as they look to get goal number 2.
And Roseville's defense is just kind of lucky there. I don't know what they were doing. They just kind of fell asleep. Mohammed looked like the ball was just going to roll out of play, and he didn't need to touch that.
Wallach was slowly walked to the ball. He'll be the one to take the corner. Same look it looks like for this corner. Snowball in on Smith.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more set plays by White Bear. They do it kind of early in the season. I think Nicky scored twice off of them, and it doesn't look like they've done any new ones.
Nicely done as Dufresne keeps
good
it
job,
in
Ryan.
balls. Keeps it in play, but couldn't find Trico, and Trico has the ball go out of bounds, so Smith will get a goal kick, but Wallach's corner there played very wide. And
Definitely
Dufresne was
intensity for White Bears picked up. Roseville really has not matched the quality of play on the field yet.
Trico heads it down the field before Roseville quickly will play the Uno reverse card as they play it back upfield.
Great on ball by Roseville player there. Ah.
And they're going to call offsides on Pan Cook.
Free kick.
I don't know what the ref official, I mean, he looked, I don't know if he was fully confident in his call, but nonetheless offside.
High school refs at number 1.
Anyway, White Bear Lake will take possession. Wallach will swing it up and
Makes
a connection with Rogers, who gives it over to Anderson for a White Bear Lake goal.
Great pass and great pass again by Gavin. I think if we had VAR and a little bit more official roughing, I think that actually was offsides off the pass from Gavin to Anderson.
Yes, that was
I'm
Caleb
pretty
Anderson.
sure that was offsides, but high school, they probably don't know that, so that just benefits White Bear.
Bears goal scored by
Great
number 6,
feed from
Caleb
Joe
Great.
Wallach.
Great pass by Joe.
That was right on the money. That was dropped where it needed to be.
for the Bears.
And so the Bears now take a 2-0 advantage. And I think this should wake the Bears up if it hasn't already. As Smith will boot it up the far side.
And I also think on the last goal, Roseville's defense just kind of stopped up a little too early. The ball just kind of fell up and over them. They really don't have any excuses to be doing that. They got the sun to their back.
Rogers now with 1 goal, 1 assist here in this game. He's been very active.
Oh, again, what a ball if it falls for him.
Anderson battling with Otis.
Anderson just kind of a little small for that battle there.
Trico gets up though, heads it straight towards Dufresne. Dufresne, he's got a couple guys on him, so he'll dribble out wide, finds Thompson, who lets it go for Rogers. Rogers now boots it up, looking for Snowball, but Caribou.
And not hard enough to get it into the opposing bleachers.
Ball played into Snowball, who's got Otis on him. He'll turn, play it back to Thompson, who will play it all the way back to Sibniak. Not the greatest of ball. Sibniak had a chase. As Thompson plays it back to Trico now.
Look for White Bear to start switching the field there. It's kind of been on that side of the pitch for a while.
Ball stayed on that far left-hand side. They've just
If
been
they're
going
smart,
back and
maybe
forth.
switch it around instead of keep forcing it down the same side, because it's obviously did not work.
Pancook now on it. He was looking for the chasing Pauline, but it's behind him. Taken away there by Mosier. And now the Bears.
And Connor
look to
again
make
is just
something.
playing fantastic in that left back position. He even has more pressure now that Andrew Young looks like he could be out for a while as he has a boot on that left leg.
Dang. Must have happened in their most recent game against Park. That was on the road, so we weren't covering it. Bears had a 2-2 draw in that one, but Young might have suffered something there. Thompson now controls the far hand side before finding Snowball towards the middle. He looks to make a run for Anderson, but Anderson, if he had gotten a touch on it, would have been offside, says the far line judge. First touch trapped by Sibniak. Gives it to O'Brien, but O'Brien taking off the ball and will commit a foul on Paulin. Free kick about the 45 of the Bears. Is Otis. Oh. I don't even think I saw the ball get played in. I was looking down the field, looking at their formation. Rogers now will take it up and be quickly taken off by Pfizer. Dufresne now on the ball in the middle. Plays it back to Trikel.
And White Bears looking to switch the ball here. Ryan should find Connor if he can. Or Nicky. Nicky's probably going to play it up here to Connor. Or not. Don't listen to a word I just said.
You aren't the Tony Romo of soccer, I'm sorry to say.
Nope, I am the Gabe Bartlett of football.
I don't know if that's a roast or a compliment. Nonetheless, a foul here for against Roseville. So now White Bear Link with a free kick. We'll see if they can get to something with this set piece. Make it 3-0 as we are just under 7 minutes past. No, that wouldn't have made any sense. I'm sorry. We are just over 25 minutes.
We're just in all kind of shambles tonight.
Ball trails out of bounds against the Bears, so a goal kick for Roseville. August Smith calmly will let his team gather and regroup here. Still plenty of time to try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, Roseville is not out of this by any means. It's still a slower paced game than we're normally seeing from the Bears. They've definitely gotten more control as this half has gone on. As
Maker really
for a
putting some pace
break.
on his run. He continues up the field. He gets past Trico, looking for. I can't tell who is making that run on the far side for Roseville, but nonetheless, Maker making a dangerous run. Hunter gathers the ball, but dangerous opportunity
Yeah,
for
it doesn't
Roseville.
take much in a 1-0 game. White Bears just kind of switching off on defense as it looks like they're.
Maker looks like he's starting to find his groove. He's kind of churning with the ball and making some nice runs and touches. But Dufresne now controls, finds Snowball through the gap.
On the roll.
Snowball being guarded by Otis. Otis will play it out of bounds. Throw in for the Bears.
There, finally got one of those snowball references in. I've been waiting for that moment all year.
Deep throw in. Mosier will be the one, it looks like, to heave it in. Looking for Dufresne, goes off of the back. Dufresne still battling with the ball, but he's going backwards. But Mosier on it is he and
Connor just got to be a little bit quicker there. That's the second time he's done that tonight. And Nicky just gets beat on the outside, something you don't see every day.
Great recovery here from Trico as Paulin was making a run and almost had beat everybody, but a great run back, and here comes the Bears now, and it looks like all the damage is cleared just like that.
Gavin's
Rogers will go the other way here on the counter. He's got Anderson and Snowball with him, but instead he'll try to take the shot, but it's going to go high. And goal kick once again for Smith.
And Roseville's parents are definitely helping out their defense. They're letting them know about those backdoor runs on the Bears. Something that Roseville players should be doing themselves.
For the Raiders, number 15, Eli Stanton.
Like we said, kind of a slow game. Both teams are kind of quiet.
Stanton checks in for the Raiders, comes in for Bellows Lota. Anderson looking for Rogers, can't do so. Caribou was there. Stanton gets his first touch, but he will head it out of play. So Thompson looking for somebody, but the most open guy is Trickle. Boots it up looking for Anderson. Ali there. Missed touch there for Pancake.
Good play by Connor just to let it roll out of bounds. Just let everyone get reset, calm everyone down.
Bears in no rush. Up 2. At this point, maybe getting the for sure game sealer. While also just bleeding clock here. Close to the halfway mark of half number 2. Ollie on it. Flick with the outside of the boot, and I don't exactly know what he was, who he was
just
looking
kind of
at.
having a tough game out there, I think, today.
I think he was looking for Pancook, but it was kind of strange.
First time I heard that name, I thought you said Pancake, and I got excited. I thought we had someone that was going to give Snowball a run for his money on the best name of the season.
Nothing can beat Snowball. I mean, it's about as Minnesotan as you can get in terms of names.
Well, I don't think we're going to see a name saying like -40 in the middle of summer. Oh.
Ball played in. Snowball gives a nice hip check to Smith. Ref's just going to say it wasn't intentional. Make sure Smith's okay. Ball was played in by the Bears, but they couldn't get any nice shot or touch on the ball before Smith recovers. Pollard now on the ball looking to make a run, but I mean, he's well guarded. Both Anderson and Dufresne step for step with him. He continues to try to move up the field, but Anderson, Dufresne, too much for him. Snowball now on it, but
yeah, that's just something you see in high school soccer that doesn't really develop in any player's games quite yet. Is just when you know that you got some players on you, that probably means that when you got 3 players on you, that probably means someone on the other side of the field is open. That's when you need to look to make those switches, play it back to your feet, defense, working around your other winger, your other defenseman. They're probably open.
Yeah, we will see if that evolves here. We're down to the final 21. Thompson with the ball after the foul from Paulin. Dufresne brings it down. He's settling in it. Looking for Thompson. Can't get there as Paulin was there, and looks like some type of hooking call against the Bears.
Did you just call hooking?
What do you call this motion? I mean, that was
I know, but I don't think it's hooking. I think that's a hockey thing. I don't think we're quite that Minnesotan yet.
I know. This has to be a hooking.
Well, the Wild don't play until Monday. We got a little bit.
I wish we could show you the motion. It was kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It was like
I just don't think there's hooking when there's no sticks involved.
It's like a one-hand saw. I mean, come on, that has to be a hook. This play continues. Far side. Over to Ollie, who takes kind of a whack touch. Finds Otis. Up to Maker.
I wonder if he's good at boxing. I think that's got to go down as one of the better names this year, too. Yeah. Not Snowball level, but that's a good name.
A legendary name. Here at White Bear Stadium, just not on the right team. That's maybe why he's not as talented as the rest of these Bears.
And he's just kind of having a tough night tonight. He's not tracking the run like right now. He is not tracking his run very well.
Yeah, he has given Anderson all the space and time in the world. Anderson plays it back. One-time shot here from Dufresne, but not enough distance.
He's had not the best matchup. He's either had to deal with Anderson, who has been amazing coming at the bench all year. Surprised he has not broken into that starting 11 at home. But Peshman has also been giving him some troubles all night. But I think Roseville's captains, I think they have a captain on their back line, just needs to communicate that better. Like, hey, you're leaving our back door wide open. Someone's going to find their way in. And they did.
Subs coming on for both the Bears and the Raiders. Carries and Olsen will check back in, while Pfizer, Isaac, and Klepner also return to the game. There goes Snowball, and Rogers will finally get his first rest, I believe. I don't think I've seen him exit in this game until now.
He came out for Olsen earlier.
He did. Okay.
Gavin's has great, I don't know where I'm going with this. He's very fast, he has that pace, and he knows how to use it, but I don't normally see Gavin going a full 80. Normally. He's normally taking those long sprints, and no matter how good of a stamina player you are, those long 50-yard sprints are a little bit much.
Mosier takes the ball away from Klepner. He'll play it up to Anderson. Anderson's touch too big, falls into the feet of Maker, who plays it back. Little flick to Kramer, but too close maybe. Bears are able to recover and put some pressure on. Anderson check down.
I know this isn't the first time I've said this year, but Anderson definitely has that skill and that speed, but I think next thing Anderson may need to work on is maybe hitting the weight room.
Carries, lets the ball go as it stays high. Dross battling, but taken away there. Raiders pushing up, led by Paulin. He makes a run, finds Isaac.
Oh.
But he can't make a turn on the ball,
again,
and Trico will play it up.
Miscommunication. I think whoever their center forward is should have just left that alone, and their left winger had a wide open run to the net, but there's a little bit of miscommunication. But they got a free throw. Free throw. Yes. Throw in. Oh.
Yeah, I remember when you gave me crap for that. Congratulations, you have joined the
it was a long day at work.
shenanigans.
That's all I can say.
Ball played up to Carries, who gets taken off by Otis, but Thompson recovers for
Great
the Bears.
tackle. Anderson looked to get wide. Oh.
Smith will get there. Olsen
just doesn't quite have that Rogers speed. I don't think the White Bear midfield has adjusted yet.
ball played along the far hand side by Stanton. Kramer couldn't win it. Simniak now
Again,
up to
looking
Carries.
see
He's got
Anderson
some
wide, I think.
space. Looked like he was trying to find Olsen. He does. It's going to be a 1-2. Olsen back to Carries, but Caribou reads it. But he can't touch it, so
Throw in.
I believe that's a corner.
Corner?
Yep, the ref is signaling for a corner.
I think this ref who missed the offsides for the goal earlier. Right there. They changed it. I was gonna say it was kind of right in front of him. I don't know how he didn't see it went between his legs, but
So Olsen will be the one to throw it in. It looks like they're gonna send it in deep anyway. Ball into the box, finds a Roseville foot.
looking for Connor to join the attack maybe here. If he can control it. Oh, unlucky for Connor.
Here goes Stanton. Plays it up to Isaac,
Oh,
who's got
bad
some
touch.
speed with him, but like you
Oh,
said, bad
that
touch.
was a terrible touch by the Roseville player.
Pressured by Trico, and he will play it out of bounds, but no attack there from Roseville. Ball played in and quickly played out by the Raiders, resulting in a goal kick. It will be O'Brien to take it. Out wide is Thompson, who controls the ball. He'll play it up to McKinney. Olsen looking for carries, but can't do so. Ball will go back to Smith, who will boot it up, looking for Klepner along the wing. And out of bounds off of Anderson as Pfizer plays it off of the shin. Ball continues to be moved up here from Roseville, little by little. Ball brought down finally by Maker, but Olsen will have it for the Bears. Looks to make a run with it, but out of bounds it goes as Hearn was there. Treichel now controls for the Bears. He'll just play it softly up to Thompson, a 1-2 back to Thompson. And then looking for carries, but Caribou there to disrupt the play. Pfizer now a little soft touch. Smith has to go get it. And then the pass is blocked by Carries. So it's going to go out wide and muscled off the ball was Carries. But they are going to say either out of bounds or they're going to give him a foul. Either way.
Be out of bounds because I think that's just again, someone that comes in for legs but doesn't stay for upper body.
It will be out of bounds, so it is a throw-in for the Raiders. That makes the most sense. But it's out of bounds, just like that. So Bears now will look to do something with the ball.
See if Connor joins the attack here. I see he's kind of creeping up.
Ball travels to Klepner, who looks to play it on the ground up to Isaac. Can't find him. Isaac, though, retreating, trying to take the ball away from the Bears.
First touch just kind of let down the Bears there.
Treichel plays it out wide to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Treichel, who controls in the back line. And there he will boot it up, looking for carries, who I think went to the outside to make a run. Instead, ball travels to Smith. He'll punt it, looking for Stanton, guarded by Thompson, but the punt is sent out of bounds, so White Bear Lake will have a throw-in. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the first game of the doubleheader between the boys soccer of White Bear Lake and the girls soccer will play following this 5 o'clock showdown, as the girls will also take on the Roseville Raiders.
And one of the Roseville parents really brought a cowbell to a high school game.
I know, I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
And
I think they think they're in La Liga MX where they make as much noise as they can. But
yeah, man, that is something
wonder
else.
how many other soccer traditions Roseville stole from other soccer programs around the world.
Well, there's the scarf. We saw that on a Roseville corner earlier. Ball played in. I think they were looking for carries, but too far, and Smith will grab it for Roseville before punting it back up. Headed down by Drost. Carries now with the ball.
Oh, play him.
Plays to McKinney.
Offsides.
Oh, man.
Oh, great save. I know that's not, it didn't matter, but that was a great save.
Do you think that was offside? Did you?
Yeah, that was offside.
Man, that looked close to me, but
Hey, he was on the 10-yard line, and I don't think the defenders were past the 17 yet. So.
All right. Well, Smith.
That is the only benefit of playing on a football field.
It is true.
Turf turf is not made for soccer. I don't care if they say it's soccer turf. Soccer is not played on turf. Quoting Zlatan.
Well, it's a lot of time. I'm sorry to say it, but White Bear like soccer is, and Smith once again will send it up. Mosier
good job,
looking
Mosier.
to get a semi-bicycle kick. Pankin chases it
Oh.
for.
As he crashes into the injured on the White Bear bench.
Yeah. You almost wonder if you go cleat up there if you're on the bench. Try to protect your players, but who knows? Mosier sends it in, looking for Anderson. Over to Carries. Carreau sends it up, and maybe a run here. And tripping and falling. No handball from the ref, so Isaac will send it over. And what is, I don't even know. I don't know what the call is.
Free kick, White Bearless.
Handball. They're just unlucky. He's only had like 2 chances this game to really show his skills, and one of them was a terrible touch that led to White Bear free throw in, and that other one just lead to him falling on the ball pretty much.
Olsen now takes some touches inside, takes a shot, and Smith is able to make the save. I think that one was going to be tough. That one was a low strike.
Oh, interesting from the Roseville side. It looks like they have a parent trying to coach his kid on the sidelines. That's something you see every day in the high school game.
Trico finds Olsen up top before letting the ball go back to Thompson. Carries to Watson, and I think Watson was expecting a Mosier run. Ball was slow enough for Mosier to get there. But a little miscommunication there, is I think Watson thought Mosier was going to make a run up the sideline.
I think Connor just kind of fell asleep there for a second. No harm done, though.
McKinney heads the ball in, and Olsen, I think, may have been able to get there if he didn't hesitate right away, but Smith will gather.
That's just one nice thing about Connor having that extra speed. He always can try to make up for his mistake.
Anderson plays it back to Mosier, who plays all the way back to O'Brien before he sends it up with his left boot. Trost will chest it down, looks for McKinney, but can't connect with him. And out of bounds it goes. Roseville will get the ball, and a sub here for Roseville.
Entering the match.
We're number 21. That's a big number to live up to in the state of Minnesota.
We do not have the name for number 21 of Roseville, so we will
hey, maybe it's Christian Ramirez.
Call him the nameless? I don't know what to call him. Sounds good as Pfizer now on the ball, being chased down by Anderson. They'll play it up to Klepner. Anderson boots it up, looking for Olsen. Olsen takes a touch, but it's wide. He's got to chase it, does so. He's looking to get through the back line now. He beats him, and here comes Olsen. Recovery, though, from Otis.
Oh.
And nobody there for the Bears as the ball got sent right into the middle. Down goes the Roseville player. I believe that's Pancook. Play continues. McKinney looking to send it in. It's blocked and out of bounds it goes. And that was actually Carter Mane who went down for Roseville. He gets up though. He looks like he'll be fine. Olsen plays it in to Thompson. Thompson back to Trickle. Trickle finds Drost. Drost moves across the field before leaving it for Mosier. Mosier will send one in and off of a head of Rosa. It looked like that might connect with Olsen. It doesn't. And ball's all the way back to Trickle. And now Roseville looking to make something happen, but not this time around. O'Brien sends it up to the midfield, finds McKinney. McKinney to his right to Thompson. McKinney gets fouled as he played to Drost. And there it is, the first carding of the evening. It will be against number 8, Carter Mane. He will be forced to come up.
You're telling me there's not a card? There's a card, right?
Yeah, he did get a yellow card.
Okay.
McKinney slow to get up. He tries and he goes back down, so the trainer will come to look after him. Just 3:44 to go here in this one. Almost certainly a White Bear Lake victory. The junior midfielder makes the infraction for Roseville, so Dufresne will be the one to come on for McKinney. Looks like he'll finish this one out. Just hope McKinney will be okay going forward as he gets up. He's limping, getting some assistance. Doesn't look too serious. That's a nice thing for the Bears.
And second round, after the end of this stream, the girls are going to go live, and it is actually parent night.
Parent night. We have some special ceremony planned. I don't know if we'll be covering that. We'll have a separate stream going. We will end this one and start another one like we have done in previous doubleheaders. And play is once again started by O'Brien, who takes a shot on net and just high. As he was looking for the top right-hand corner of Smith, couldn't do so. Roseville looking to make another counter. It's broken up by O'Brien and played to the Roseville bench.
Disappointing. Not even a first touch opportunity there. What kind of soccer player doesn't try to use his feet there? Come on.
The Roseville bench doesn't.
That is why they're losing.
Paulin plays it over to number 21. Watson will have it for the Bears, and he'll just send it all the way down to Smith.
So one thing I'll never understand in high school soccer is the fact that you are losing, when your team is losing 2-0, and they still leave 5 players back on defense. I'll just never understand that.
Yeah, you got to wonder why there's no offensive attack here for Roseville. They need it. I mean, at least to get a consolation goal in this one.
It doesn't seem like the wipe.
Ball played out of bounds. McKinney also looks like he'll come in, and some hooting and hollering, and the athletic trainer comes on, and another White Bear player down.
I don't understand why the trainer came in when he literally got up. But okay.
That's Drost for the Bears. Porter Drost.
And you never want to see those kind of falls right at the end of a game like that. That's how we lost Tegan. It's a late last-second challenge, but
2:22 to go here in game number 1. Drop kick. Roseville will punt it down to Thompson. Thompson looked to make a run, but a heavy touch heads out of bounds, and so Isaac will recover the ball, hand it over to his defender. 2 minutes to go. Roseville looking to make something happen in the final stages of this game.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Back and forth here as Dufresne, a missed pass there, looking for Tranquil. Miscommunication between the two results in Roseville continuing to stay in the White Bear Lake area of the field. Ball now on Olsen.
Doesn't need to send that many people up the field. You're leading 2-0 at home. Probably leave some of your players back. There's really no need to.
Might as well try to help Hunter get a clean sheet. And 2-0, you will easily live with that result. Both goals, or one goal coming from Rogers. He was involved with both goals. He got the assist on the other one as Anderson had an easy tap in for the second goal of the game as we are down to the final minute.
Oh, high kick. I think Roseville parents need to realize when they only have one person up there, not much is going to happen.
Watson controls for the Bears, looking for Anderson, or no, he'll find Kyrie's foot. Good read from there.
If he's smart, he'll bring it to the corner, just stick on it. Yep.
And there you go, Josh. Congratulations.
There you go. That's the
first
first time I've seen that all year from a player. When you're leading, don't make the mistake. Don't go inside. Just sit there in the corner.
I think that's also the first Tony Romo-like play you've made, or Tony Romo-like call.
I'm sorry. I actually take after better people like Eli Manning and Peyton Manning.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
People who win.
Well, that will officially do it here in game number 1 from White Bear Lake Stadium.
White Bear Lake is still undefeated when both me and Zach are here in the booth.
Yep, so the Bears getting that ever so important victory once again. They improved to 6-2-2 on the season behind goals from Rogers and Anderson. So that will conclude us here from game number 1 for the boys edition of Bears versus Raiders. Josh, what are your final thoughts once again on this one and going forward as we are coming to the conclusion of the soccer season?
I think White Bear just needs to keep their foot on the gas. They're definitely playing really good this year.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to give me the sign.
Oh, they told you they were going to give you a...
Yep.
Okay.
Got to get these kids off the field first.
Sorry about that. I think White Bear needs to come out swinging. They were really slow today. They kind of played down to Roseville's level, I think, today. I think, Roseville just lost a pretty big game the other day. I think White Bear had every reason to put that 5 goals on top of Roseville tonight, but they're just kind of slow and sluggish.
Well, there you have it here. Once again, Bears 2, Raiders 0. This will conclude telecast number 1. Alongside Josh Dorr, I'm Zach Chapman. Stay tuned. We will end this broadcast and get the second broadcast going for the girls' soccer game. Don't go anywhere. We're excited for game 2. Stick with us here on the Horn.